Hi, hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to my channel. I am back, ladies and gents. It has been a minute for sure. I'm so sorry. My only excuse is that I am just a girl, so it's difficult sometimes to stick to a plan and do what you say you're gonna do. So my goal is to really go hard and get back into it. I feel like I have still been on a bit of a reading slump journey, and my goal for the fall is to get out of that and just completely re-immerse myself in my love for reading. So that's why it's been a minute, but I'm here today. Hello, hi. And today I wanted to rank all of Ali Hazelwood's books that are currently published. I swear Miss Girl is constantly coming out with new stuff. And I know that she's got a lot of work that was published on like AO3 or whatever. I haven't read any of that, and I know that she has another book that's coming out like next year or something. I don't know. But this is everything that she has already put out. I have read all of her books, and I have opinions, and I would like to share them with you all. So I'm gonna rank them today. We've got 7 of them to go through, and I will start at the bottom and work my way up to the top. So here we go. In last place, we have Bride. This book came out in February of this year, and it is my least favorite Ali Hazelwood book. I really struggled to finish this one because I pretty much hated it from the beginning. I was really excited about it before it came out. I was super into the way that I feel like people were talking about it like it was like new Twilight vibes, and that's not what this is, like, at all. And so I think having that as a preconceived notion really did me dirty going into this. I feel like it really raised my expectations, and that was so unfortunate because this book did not meet them at all. There is no Twilight charm to it. The main character, Misery, is a vampire, and she has to marry a werewolf. It's an arranged marriage. I've decided that I don't really think I like arranged marriage as a trope. I could be wrong, maybe I just haven't read a good one yet, but so far it seems like it's not my vibe. I just felt like Misery and Lo didn't really have any chemistry in my opinion. It was just like, they hate each other, and then all of a sudden it's spicy. And the spice in this book is weird. Let me tell you, this wolf spice is no, it's not for me. I can tell you that. So I gave this like, I think 2 stars because there is a mystery subplot that I was interested in how that was gonna end, but I didn't like literally anything else about this book. This book was a huge disappointment, so it comes in last place. In 6th place, we have Check and Mate. This is Ali Hazelwood's foray into YA novels. And historically, I am not a fan of YA, and this was no exception, but not for the reasons I thought it was going to be. This book is about Mallory. She was like a chess prodigy. She was super amazing, and then she stops playing because stuff happens in her personal life, and then she has to come back to it a couple years later and play again, and then she kind of falls for the other huge chess player, Nolan, and I thought that that was cute. It was very tame, obviously, because it's YA. Again, I didn't feel like there was too much chemistry, but it was cute. That was fine. What I wasn't a fan of was how coincidentally the main character's personal life like strangely mirrored a lot of things that happened to me when I was a teenager. And that was not fun to read about. It is purely coincidental, but the way that she has a bunch of little sisters that she has to take care of, and her mom and dad aren't together, and her mom has like chronic illnesses, like, what the heck, Ali Hazelwood? Like, how did you know that about me? I don't know. But so that's what made this not enjoyable for me. But I would say, if you're into YA romance and you don't mind the chess talk, I think that this was a pretty good book. I personally just didn't like it. Obviously, this is my channel. These are my opinions. So for me, it goes in 6th place. but in the end, it wasn't really that bad. Then in 5th place, we have Not in Love. This is Ali Hazelwood's newest release. It came out in the last couple months, and this was not my favorite. It is another STEM romance. That is what she's largely known for. But I personally feel like it was the weakest of all of her STEM romances. That's just me. This is about Rue and Eli. I also felt like this couple didn't have the most chemistry. Sue me. It was probably the spiciest of all her books so far, which I didn't mind, but I wasn't totally into some of what the spice consisted of. Some of it felt a little bit like yucky to me because I just don't like super dominant male main characters. I don't know, it just kind of freaks me out. It just feels not hot, but kind of like nerve-wracking to me. That's just me. I know a lot of people love that in romance, so if you're into that, you'll be into this. But it just wasn't my favorite, and I feel like the plot overall was kind of weak. I feel like Ali Hazelwood's first couple of STEM romances have like a really strong plot that's not the romance plot. It's like what's going on in the science world or whatever. And I just felt like this one was a little bit weaker. So this goes in 5th place for me. Then in 4th place, we have Loathe to Love You. This is a bind-up of her 3 novellas that she released in between Love on the Brain and Love Theoretically. That might not be when they were released, but that was when the bind-up was released. It came out between those 2 books. I am only putting this one here because I'm not a big fan of short stories. I really liked all of these short stories. I thought they were super cute. They had that charm that her first couple of STEM romances had. These are also STEM novellas, by the way. I just wish that they were longer. Like, I could have used full books with all 3 of these couples. That would have been amazing. So the only reason why it goes where it goes in my ranking is just because I wish that it was longer. I really liked all these characters. The first one is about Mara, the second one is about Sadie, and the third one is about Hannah. All 3 of them are different types of engineers, and they're all best friends. They were like roommates in college or whatever. And then they each fall for a different guy. And I would recommend, if you're not going to read them in the bind-up, still read them in the order that they're in this bind-up, because they do happen one after another. So if you read them out of order, you would spoil the other ones for yourself. But I do recommend this. I think that these stories are really cute. Then in 3rd place, we have Love Theoretically. This is Jack and Elsie's story. I thought that this couple was pretty darn cute, but they still didn't match up to like my number 1 and number 2 spot. I'm getting there, don't worry. But I did think that this was really cute. I thought Jack was just like such a sweetheart, so attentive, so wonderful. And Elsie's really quirky and fun, and I really enjoyed watching them fall in love. It was so cute. So I highly recommend this. I think I gave this 5 stars, maybe 4. But yeah, obviously my next couple picks are definite recommends. I think you should read them for sure. Also, there are so many Twilight references in this book. I was obsessed. It was amazing. Okay, the time has come to name the top 2. I know that you've been waiting for this moment. And here we go. In 2nd place, we have Love on the Brain. This book was just so cute. This was exactly what I wanted coming off of the heels of her first book. I was so anxious to see whether or not it was going to be just as good, and it basically is. I love Levi and Bea, them as a couple. They're just adorable. I love their story. I love all of the talk of cats in this book. So good. I love cats. I'm obsessed. This is just really cute. I will say, the ending of this book, absolutely bonkers. Wasn't expecting that whatsoever. If you read this, or if you have read this, it's just like, what? I'm sorry, what is going on right now? But it's kind of amazing because you wouldn't expect that in a STEM romance. But here we are. This one I think is definitely steamier than her first book. I don't really remember how it compares to her third book, but yeah, I really liked this one, and I really liked the ending. I thought it was really cute. It like just narrowly avoids a trope that I hate, but it's still like really sweet. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, obviously you know what my number one pick is. It's The Love Hypothesis. This is Ali Hazelwood's first published romance, and it just holds such a special place in my heart. I think the reason why it goes in first place for me is probably just because it's so nostalgic to me. This was probably one of the first romances that I ever read, definitely the first STEM romance. And when I picked this up in 2022, I devoured this. I was absolutely obsessed with Adam and Olive. They're so cute. Honestly, I still think about them all the time. I think about quotes from this book. I just love it so much. This is fake dating trope, and it's just so damn good. You have to read this if you haven't already. I do think it is her best one, and I just can't say enough good things about it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This one is just perfect. 5 stars. Honestly, this is a 6-star book for me. So please, if you only take one suggestion from this video, read this book, please. It's so good. Anyway, that is all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I have been a fan of Ali Hazelwood for a long time, and I feel like after reading her last couple books, I'm really interested to see what other people think about where she's going. It feels like she's trying new things, she's going in a new direction, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I do feel like I want to keep reading her stuff just to like see where she goes as a writer. Please leave me your ranking down below if you've read any or all of her books. Tell me what your thoughts are, and if you haven't read any Ali Hazelwood, please tell me which one you're most interested in. If you like this video, you can give it a like. If you like me and my channel, you can subscribe. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my channel, by the way. I deeply appreciate every single one of you. Having a YouTube channel is so fun for me, and I really want to keep making as many fun videos as I can. All of my social media links are in the description below. You can go check out any of my accounts on my various platforms. Anyway, that's all for today, but I will see you next time. Bye!